Clever girl, raptor, sniffing out the loves that lose. Swipe or bite, it's the end of the world tonight.
I know, you were expecting Boundaries Not Brownies first. And don't worry, that episode is still coming. But my DMs exploded with so many stories, horror tales, and please save me before I join a pottery class with a stranger moments that I had to put this one out first. So buckle up for Offline, but Not Unsafe. How to meet humans without becoming a cautionary podcast. The apps are dead, or at least undead. We've all deleted them, re-downloaded them, sworn a blood oath never to return, and yet here we are, touching grass, making eye contact. Terrifying. Dating apps didn't disappear. They just shed their skin and crawled under the fridge like a haunted Roomba. Welcome to the era of meeting people IRL, where vibes are real and blocking someone requires cardio. Cue the apocalypse. Now, how did we get here? Dating apps promised connection and delivered auditions. Endless swiping, recycled conversations, the same 12 emotionally unavailable people rotating like a cursed carousel. Sound familiar? Let's name the exhaustion. Ghosting became a personality trait. What are you looking for? Turned into performance art. Everyone's burnt out, but still somehow overconfident. And here's the truth. No app wants its investor slide deck. People didn't stop wanting love, they stopped wanting to feel disposable. Dating apps didn't kill romance, they industrialized it. So now we're crawling back to the analog world, blinking in the sunlight like baby dinosaurs who just escaped the lab. Meeting people offline sounds romantic until your brain starts producing true crime documentary in real time. Is this safe? What if they're weird? What if I'm weird? What if this ends up as a Dateline episode called "She Was Just Trying to Join a Pottery Class"? Here's the reframe. Fear isn't weakness, it's information. Your instincts are not buzzkills, they're unpaid interns doing critical work. The goal isn't zero risk, the goal is managed risk with witnesses.
Swipes just got you spinning before you delete the apps and your entire dating history. Try Petra's passive-aggressive pro tips, now steeped in tranquility. Swipe with a timer, play bio bingo, and remember, if it smells like red flags, it probably texts like 1-2. Scream less, sip more. I haven't chewed a single cord today. That's growth.
Let's talk locations, because where you meet matters more than how. Tier 1, built-in safety. Places with regular schedules, familiar faces, social accountability. Examples: classes that meet weekly, volunteering, community sports or walking groups, or running groups, whatever you're into, creative workshops, friend-of-friend gatherings. If someone behaves badly here, they can't vanish. Social ecosystems, remember. Tier 2, public casual cafes, markets, bookstores, daytime events, low pressure, easy exits, excellent lighting. Tier 3, absolutely not isolated spaces. Come check this out, locations. Anywhere you'd hesitate to leave your drink unattended. Clever girl law. If the environment feels like it could swallow a scream, abort mission. Flirting offline feels illegal now, like jaywalking emotionally. Here's the cheat code. Observation beats pickup lines. Curiosity beats compliments. Exit before it gets awkward. Eye contact. Smile. Comment on the shared environment, then disengage. Mystery is attractive. Hovering is not. And if the vibe is off, you leave. You don't negotiate with discomfort. You're not rude. You're efficient. Welcome to Flirt Quest in Real Life Edition. Your mission? Level up your social skills without tripping over your own feet. Every choice earns you points or teaches you a lesson. Level 1. The coffee shop glance. Coffee machine hissing. You're standing in line. Someone makes eye contact and smiles. What do? A. Jump in with a cheesy pickup line. Do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I order another latte? B. Smile, nod, and observe their vibe while waiting. Or C. Pretend you didn't see them and scroll on your phone. If you choose B, ding ding ding, curiosity wins. You earn badge, the observer, and plus 10 social XP. If you choose A, you've unlocked badge, overeager beaver. Lesson learned, observation beats lines. If you choose C, the ghost. Sometimes exiting is fine, but not too fast. Level 2, the party ping. You're at a small gathering, somebody waves at you across the room. You sprint over immediately to chat, wave back, then grab a drink and casually approach if the vibe continues. Or C, shrug and keep talking to your friend. B is the sweet spot. You earn badge smooth operator, plus 15 social XP, efficiency, and curiosity equals social ninja points. A, badge charging T-Rex. Good effort, possibly a little too intense. C is wallflower level 1. Safe but no XP. Time to level up. Level 3, the awkward drift. You're mid-conversation. They keep checking their phone and seem distant. Do you keep talking? Maybe they'll notice your charm. B, smile gracefully, exit, and mingle elsewhere. Or C, drop a dramatic, I see how it is. B, of course. Mystery is attractive, plus 20 social XP, and the badge, the efficient escape artist. A, clingy velociraptor, charm points lost. C, drama queen, you've scared off your target. Lesson learned, you probably are a Petra. Bonus round, flirt hack challenge. Quick fire tips, you get plus 5 XP for each you can imagine using. Make one observation about them without talking. Ask one curious question, not related to their ex. And exit before the energy dies. Rack up those XP points and you'll reach level 10, Social Sensei, where mystery, charm, and efficiency collide in perfect harmony. And now, because we like to have fun in the apocalypse, here's some in real life dating survival tech you totally didn't know you needed. Date Shield 3000. A wearable that loudly buzzes if your date mentions their ex more than 3 times. Insta Alibi Glasses. Press a button and instantly project a fake emergency call on your phone. Dinner drama? Gone! Caution cones. Foldable neon cones you place around sketchy areas because nothing says I'm messing around like tiny traffic cones. Okay. Maybe none of these exist yet, but honestly, some of them should, right? Okay, so you found a place, it's public, it's safe, and now the panic hits. How do I flirt without looking like a total weirdo or causing a minor incident? Here's the truth. Flirting isn't magic, it's curiosity, confidence, and a little chaos management. If you don't know how to flirt, don't worry. Most of us just invented it yesterday anyways. Step 1. Observation is greater than lines. Look for natural conversation hooks. Are they admiring the same weird sculpture? Laughing at the same absurd book title? Comment on that. Avoid cheesy pickup lines unless you want your date to write a post about the worst line ever. Step 2. Smile, but not like a hyena. Eye contact and a genuine smile equals I'm approachable. Bonus, it releases endorphins for both of you. At least science says so, and well, if you don't believe in science, then that's a whole different conversation. Step 3. Ask questions, not quizzes. What's your favorite weird bookstore section? Beats, if you were an animal, what would you be? Unless it's a velociraptor, then you've got extra points. Keep it light, fun, and interactive. You're trying to connect, not interrogate. Step 4. Light, playful teasing. Gentle humor or teasing shows confidence and signals interest. Examples. Wow, you read all of Space Oddities Weekly? Impressive and slightly concerning. Remember, humor is safe if it's mutual. If they don't laugh, don't double down. Step 5. Exit gracefully if needed. Flirting isn't permission for awkward persistence. If they aren't vibing, it's totally okay to move on. Exit lines. Well, I need to go check on my lava lamp. Emergency! I promised my cat I'd text her in under 30 minutes. Priorities. Step 6. Physical boundaries. Light touches are optional and should be mutual. If you're unsure, don't. Your hands are busy for other things anyway. Flirting is basically notice, compliment lightly, laugh, respect boundaries, and know when to leave. And if you mess up, that's just character building. Everybody's too busy worrying about themselves anyway. Think of it as emotional jaywalking. You're stepping into unknown territory, but you're checking both ways, waving at witnesses and carrying your invisible safety cones. Let's pause for a second, because there's a gap nobody talks about when it comes to meeting people offline. Not fear, not logic, confidence. That moment where you know the rules, but your body hasn't caught up yet. You know you can leave. You know you don't owe anyone anything. And still, politeness taps in before instinct. That doesn't mean you failed, it means you're human. Confidence isn't loud, it's practiced. Most confident people are definitely not fearless. I can tell you that. We're familiar with ourselves. They've felt awkward and lived through it. They've trusted their gut and realized something bad happened. They realized nothing bad happened when they chose themselves. Here's the part that surprises people. Healthy connection often feels calm. No adrenaline, no urgency, no pressure to perform. If calm feels strange, that doesn't mean something is wrong. It means your nervous system is learning a new language. So if you're sitting across from someone and nothing feels electric, pause, breathe, notice. Calm doesn't mean boring. Calm means safe enough to be real. And real is where connection actually grows. And when we talk about safety, confidence, and listening to ourselves, there's someone I trust to say it clearly. Let's bring in Trixie.
Safety is not paranoia, it's self-respect with a clipboard. Consistency is hotter than intensity. Predictability is underrated. Somebody who respects small boundaries will respect big ones. If they rush intimacy, isolate you, or mock your caution, they are not bold, they are revealing.
Say it louder for the people romanticizing red flags like they're decor. Before we move on, I want to pause for a moment. Not to add rules, not to scare you, just to ground what Trixie said into something usable. Because here's the thing, no one wants to tell you when you're trying to meet people in real life. Sometimes your inner narrator isn't spiraling, sometimes it's just collecting data. This isn't about imagining worst case scenario, it's about noticing shifts. You're not asking, is this person dangerous? You're asking, do I still feel comfortable? That's it. That's the whole question. So let's do a quick safety check-in, not a checklist for you to memorize. One you feel, ask yourself, do I feel relaxed in my body right now? Not excited, not impressed, relaxed. Am I being listened to, or just tolerated until it's their turn to talk again? If I said no to something small, would I feel safe doing that here? Do my words land, or do they disappear? And here's an important one. People generally ignore. Has the energy stayed consistent, or did it shift when no one was watching? If the answers feel steady, great. Stay curious, stay open. But if something tightens, pulls, or goes quiet inside you, that's not drama. That's information. This doesn't mean you leave every time something feels awkward, because awkward happens. Humans are weird. But there's a difference between awkward and off. Awkward feels bumpy. Off feels draining. Awkward passes. Off lingers. And you don't need proof to leave an interaction that no longer feels good. You don't owe anyone a performance review. You're allowed to exit because you want to. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to decide this isn't for me without a dramatic reason. That's not fear, that's discernment. Trixie said something important. Someone who respects small boundaries will respect big ones. So here's a quiet test you can run anytime, anywhere. You don't announce it, you don't explain it, you just notice. Do they slow down when you do? Do they adjust when you shift? Do they stay kind when nothing's being offered? Because safety doesn't show up as intensity. It shows up as ease. And when safety is present, connection actually has room to grow. Now, everything we just talked about, you're about to hear it play out in real life. In messy moments, in small decisions, in the kind of stories that make you go, yeah, that tracks. Because the people who wrote in weren't reckless, they weren't naive, they were paying attention. Some caught it early, some learned it the hard way. And one of them found something genuinely good. So let's hear it from you. Alright, enough theory, let's hear from you. I asked for stories about meeting people in real life, and you delivered. Some of these are cringe, some are terrifying, and a few actually make me hopeful for humanity. First up, the never again horror. The gallery horror. A listener met a guy at a gallery. At first everything seemed fine, friendly small talk, shared laughs, the usual looking normal in public vibe. But as the night went on, he became awful to the staff, constantly checking his phone, and unloading endless criticisms about everything and everyone. By the end, she was completely drained, and then as she was leaving and had enough, he had the audacity to call her clever girl. So I guess we can thank him for that. Lesson learned: charm in public doesn't erase terrible energy. Never again. Next, another cautionary tale: the pottery class panic. A listener went to a community pottery class with a guy who seemed charming online. Halfway through, he kept leaning over, touching her work, and making accidental hand brushes. Then he casually suggested they practice alone next time at his place. She excused herself, washed her hands like she'd just fought off a velociraptor, and reported back to friends. Boundaries saved the day. And finally, the bright spot: the bookstore win. A listener met a match at a local bookstore. They bonded over obscure sci-fi, laughed at the same weird titles, and then grabbed a daytime coffee across the street. Everything stayed public, chill, and pressure-free. They even ended up planning a small volunteer project together later. Safe, fun, and real connection. Proof that IRL dating can actually work. Stories like these remind us why real-life dating is a mix of caution, instinct, and yes, a little luck. And speaking of caution, it's time to bring in Petra with her in real-life dating safety tips.
Wow, so exciting, meeting people in the real world, in the wild. Like a pure pioneer woman, but with trauma?
Petra's here to help us stay safe while meeting people offline.
Help is a strong word. I'm here to observe, loudly. Public means public. If he suggests a quiet place, what he means is a place with no witnesses. Romantic? No. Suspicious? Absolutely. If you can't Venmo the barista mid-panic, I don't want you there. Petra's tip number 2. Transportation independence. You do not get in their car. You do not just hop in for a sec. You do not let a stranger become your Uber with opinions. Drive yourself, walk yourself, teleport if necessary, and in my case, I can fly. Petra's tip 3, the boundary test. Say no to something small. Coffee instead of drinks. Daytime instead of night. If they pout, well, congrats. You've unlocked the truth early and for free. Number 4, oversharing is not intimacy. If they trauma dump before the appetizers arrive, that's not vulnerability. That's emotional littering. And you know we don't do that. I recycle, but not that. Number 5, exit plans are hot. Tell a friend where you are. Have a code word. Fake an emergency if you really need to. I mean, I've got a friend to do that with. If they get offended that you planned for safety, cool. They just planned their own elimination.
Petra, anything positive to add?
Yes. If someone respects your cautions, checks in, and doesn't rush you, that's not boring. That's emotionally literate. I hate it, but it's true.
Still navigating the dating jungle after the holidays? Dating app apocalypse clever girl's survival guide featuring bonus skills like saying no politely, saying no firmly, saying no and blocking immediately. Lifesaver. Safety is attractive, slow is confident, Consistency is chemistry. Anyone offended by your boundaries was never an option. Dating apps may be on life support, but connection isn't extinct. Meet people where you feel grounded, visible, and most importantly, safe. The apocalypse doesn't mean isolation, it just means we evolve. Now, before we dive further, let's be honest. Meeting people offline is terrifying. Your brain will immediately audition every possible murder mystery scenario. No true crime narrators needed. Your imagination does it for free. So let's run through a few real-life scenarios, and yes, your inner true crime narrator is optional, but probably active. Scenario 1. The cafe check-in. You're at a cafe, talking to someone who starts dominating the conversation and ignoring your questions. Response option A, nod politely, grab a latte, and leave. Think, I survived the first act of this cozy cafe mystery? Response option B, smile, say, well, my dog texted me, emergency, and exit. You just avoided a full-blown episode called The Latte That Killed Me. Scenario 2, the gallery critic. You're on a date at a gallery. Suddenly he's rude to staff, checking his phone every 30 seconds. Response option, observe, disengage mentally, plan a safe exit. Bonus skill, pretend you just saw a security camera malfunction and you need to evacuate. That's called plot twist avoidance. Scenario 3, public transport test. He insists you ride together, but your instincts scream true crime opening credits. Response option, I'm taking the bus, but it's been fun. Don't negotiate, don't guilt yourself. Your story ends with a safe exit, not a Dateline reenactment. See, safety is practice. The boundaries are muscles. And yes, your inner murder mystery narrator is optional, but highly entertaining. Flirting offline is a bit tricky, so let's build a few micro skills while imagining your life narrated by your true crime host. Micro compliments. The jacket is cool, not suspiciously cool like someone hiding a motive. Emotional, environmental observations. Is that a Velociraptor mug or is it a red herring? Mirroring body language. Subtle. Not everyone raise their hands and stare like a crime reenactment. Exit lines. My goldfish texted me. Urgent. Likely not a plot twist. A flirting equals observation, humor, respect, and knowing when your internal narrator is being dramatic. Spoiler, they almost always are. And because I like to keep it fun around here, here's a few more must-have apocalypse dating tools. Boundary bands, wearable bracelets that flash when your personal space is violated. Safe word sneakers, shoes that text your friends your location if you do the secret stomp pattern. Flirt fog, a subtle scented mist that signals playful interest or confusion, depends on the person. If none of these exist, clearly the dating apocalypse hasn't caught up with tech yet. I'm waiting. Silicon Valley, are you listening? Before we wrap, grab your imaginary notepad. List 3 personal boundaries you won't compromise on. Write down one scenario where your murder mystery narrator kicks in. How would you exit safely? Imagine your ideal exit strategy. Bonus, practice it with dramatic flair like the finale of a suspense show. This isn't overthinking, it's empowerment. You can meet people, you can flirt, you can have fun, and survive the horror mystery drama in your own life. Next episode, Boundaries, not brownies, because knowing where to draw the line is sweeter than dessert. And yes, it comes with unapologetic horror stories, more murder mystery level disasters, and maybe even some brownies you can't eat because someone crossed the line.
Clever claws, sharp mind, she's solving swipes in flight. Dynamo-driven, she's living, cracking hearts at sight. Swipe or bite, she's the queen of apocalypse plight. Beacons beep, data sleeps, hearts are left on red. Raptor's keen, she's a screen between love and dread. Tracks the chats, hunts the stats, tales of ghosted fates. In the jungle of love apps, she's the one who interrogates. Swipe or bite, it's the end of the world tonight. Clever claws, sharp mind, she's solving swipes in flight. Dino-driven, she's living, cracking hearts at sight. Swipe or bite, she's the queen of apocalypse plight.